Hello people, we are here again with another vital information. Of course, you know we always bring great news to you, especially before things begin to happen, to help you get prepared and gather all you need to gather for the application you have to file. All right, so today I'm bringing you great news from the Canadian government. Previously, some of you might not know about this. Previously, the Canadian government has a pilot called the Home Child Care Provider Pilot and the Home Support Worker Pilot. Now, this particular pilot is meant for people to apply to take care of the aged individuals, as well as families that have young, very tender children that they can take to work. And of course, you know, you need to go to work to be able to afford your bills. Now, this program was launched in the year 2019. So it's been up and running, and fortunately and unfortunately for the Canadian government, that program is coming to an end, say by the 17th of June, 2024. So what does this mean? Another pilot program is going to be launched. And this particular pilot program is called the New Enhanced Caregiver Pilot Program. Right? Now, there are very brilliant information you need to get from this pilot program, and it's coming with lots of benefits. Now, let's take you through this whole thing. Number one, on the 17th of June 2024, the Canadian government is rolling out this caregiver pilot program. Now, let's look at what this means. It is projected that in the coming years in Canada, a good number of their workers to be precise, will be within the age bracket of 65. Of course, by that age, they are meant to be retiring from work. And of course, they will need people to take good care of them. This is where the caregiver pilot would be very important, right? So they would need a lot of caregivers to come into their country and take up jobs to take care of these aged persons, and of course families that have very tender children they can take to work. Now, before it gets to 17th, I'm bringing this good news to you so you begin to gather all that you need to gather and file for the application to be among the first sets that will be taken for this pilot program. Now, you need to understand something. The pilot program is so fascinating and enticing because, unlike the previous one, you need to have attained some level of work experience before you become eligible to apply for the pilot program as a caregiver. And then it would also require you to work for a period of time before you become eligible to apply for permanent residence. But this new enhanced caregiver pilot program is waiving a lot of all that. What do you need? You need to get just the full-time job offer, and that's all you need. With a full-time job offer, you will be given permanent residency upon arrival to and in Canada. Right? It's well organized and it's very seamless. It's tailored to make the whole process very smooth and easy. And as a matter of fact, the Canadian government is hoping that in the coming years, they should welcome families and the caregivers amounting to about 15,000 caregivers to come into Canada with permanent residence status. Now, let's get to the main thing which would make you eligible to apply for this. But before then, could you please click on the subscribe button and please like this video. I'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, so to feed you back on, or to get you well furnished and informed about what you need to file for the caregiver pilot program, let me let you know that it is projected that in the next 6 years to come, over 9 million Canadian workforce will be retiring. So there is great need, all right? There is great need for the caregivers from foreign countries to troop in, because within the last period of the pilot program that is expiring, Canada welcomes over 5,700 caregivers, including their family members already who are permanent residents. All right? And of course, I told you they went through processes. They went through some procedures that launched them to becoming a permanent resident. But this particular new enhanced pilot program is waiving a whole lot. So let's get started with the requirements that you need to become eligible for this caregiver opening. First, we all know there is the need for you to have your language proficiency certificate. In the previous pilot that's expiring soon, the CLB is or was level 5. But this new enhanced caregiver pilot program just needs CLB level 4. And what do you need to get from each of the modules? I'll take you through this journey. Your listening, you are required to have a band score of 4.5. That's quite low, of course. Your reading, you are meant to have a band score of 3.5. Then your writing and speaking, you should have at least 4.5. This is very easy. And just a little bit of deviation or digression. If you need these band scores on a guaranteed level, come on, TATEC Prep Center is there for you. Just reach out to them on the contact that will be dropped on the comment section of this video. All right? They will take you through the training to help you attain this particular CLB seamlessly. It's a guarantee, trust me. I don't make reference. I don't refer people to places where things are not sure. So reach out to them. All right, let's proceed. The next requirement for this application, you need to have an equivalent of the Canadian high school diploma. Come on. A lot of people will be asking me, or will be asking on the comment section, what is this equivalent of Canadian high school diploma in my country? Well, it's nothing to worry yourself about. If you are an African, right, all you need to have is a minimum of your WAEC certificate. So for other countries in the world, the Canadian high school diploma equivalent is your secondary school final year examination certificate. All right? You can call it your grade 12 certificate, grade 12 final examination certificate. All right? Then you need to evaluate it. We have the WES that helps to do that particular job. You can reach out to them, send your WAEC certificate to them, and they have that evaluated, and that also prepares you, gives you an edge, right? Then you also need to have a well-tailored CV. Of course, it has to be recent. Now, what does a well-tailored CV entail? You really need to build a CV that would clearly show that you've got the working experience on caregiving. Of course, in as much as they're asking for international caregivers to come in, they don't just want a novice to come and take care of someone. They need you to have some level of work experience in this particular area of career. So you need to have a well-tailored CV, okay? Then you also need to receive an offer from a caregiving company in Canada. Now, this offer must be a full-time home care job offer. Now, what does this mean? It simply means the care job offer has to indicate that you would be working for 30 hours every week, right? So this is a compulsory requirement. Now, let's go to other requirements you need to bring and file for this particular offer. We are talking about reference or recommendation letter. Of course, if you have worked in a company that offers or provides caregiving jobs to clients or patients, you need to provide a reference or recommendation letter from them to indicate and show and prove that you have been working for them and you've had the experience over time. 6 months, 1 year, perfect. 2 years, you have an extra edge, okay? Now, next, You don't need a proof of funds because you have just been offered job by a recruiter, by a company in Canada. So they are going to provide your payment slip, or they are going to establish on your offer letter that you are going to earn so and so amount. So that is what they need. They want to be sure that you can take care of yourself. Of course, it will also be nice if you have some funds saved up in your personal account, right? Then you need to have a valid international passport. Very important. So you need to get that. If you don't have one, get it. I'm also recommending, if you have an international driver's license, please get it handy, because sometimes you may be required to drive to different homes, right, to take care of people. So it will make it very easy. But if you don't have, it's not going to be a serious issue for you. I'm just giving you this from my experience when it comes to recruitment, international recruitment. So if you have a driver's license, it's an added advantage for you. Medical. You need to get medical certificates, which will be which you would be directed to go and get at the point of processing your care job offer and visas as well. Then you also need to provide your police character clearance certificate. You get to do that from your local police facility. They should convince or provide proofs that you don't have any indicting characters or issues in your home country or even internationally. So these are major documents you need to work on. This is a great information you have to begin to process. Canada needs people. Canada needs caregivers. Canada needs professional and experienced caregivers. Gather all this together. It is a do-it-yourself thing. I always emphasize that on my videos. But in case you need assistance, there's going to be some administrative charge. There's going to be some fees you would pay. But I'm very confident that I trust you. You can do this yourself. So please take your time. Go through this. You are free to share this video. Refer people to the platform, to our channel. Subscribe to our channel. Like our videos. And please, you can update and activate the notification. So when we drop current information, you'll be among the first set of people that will view our videos. Thank you. I remain your dear friend, Ben. Ciao.